Hey loves, you welcome back to my channel today. My name is Mimi. If you're stopping for the first time, you're highly welcome. Hit the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so you could be notified anytime I drop a new video. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. And in today's video, I'll be sharing with you how to go about caging your cup for your corset. So if this sounds like something you're interested in, please keep on watching and let's get started. So guys, for this video, we're making use of our previous pattern drafting we did on Corset, where we drafted our cup from the scratch. If you've not watched that video, I'll be leaving the link in the description below so you could go ahead and check it out. So this is the pattern I'll be using. I went ahead to iron my este to my fabrics, my cups, and as you can see, I added about three layers of my este to my cups. So the next thing I'll do right here is to fold the, remember we labeled it, to fold, keep the first one, a cup one on top of cup two, to just pin it down like this. Just pin it. This is the reason why you have to label your cup so that you don't misplace them. So this is me just pinning my cups like this. Go ahead and pin yours like this. Remember, I added three layers of my hair stain to give it some thickness. So I just go ahead and pin it up like this, and then I'll go ahead and sew this area where I've pinned. I'll go ahead and sew it. So after I was done sewing, this is what I have. I did it for my cup, my actual fabric, and my lining piece. So after I was done, the next thing I'll go ahead to do is to draw a line leaving half inch away from the top of my cup. I'll just go ahead and mark a line. I'm going to mark this line all around my cup, leaving half inch on the up by the side also. So this is what I mean. I'll just go ahead and mark. I'm marking all around. So after I was done marking all around, the next thing I'll go ahead to do is to take my tape and measure from here. For me, I'll be taking 1.5 to 2 inches, and then I'll also mark it down like this. Mark it down like this. Go ahead and do the same thing here, and then I will also do the same thing on this other side. I'll be placing my boning on this opening, so I'll just iron it first before placing my boning. So the next thing I'll do now is to also mark another line horizontally like this. We are going to be sewing our bones all around these lines. So this is me after marking the lines. This is me sewing my boning on the middle of the cup first of all, and I'm making my sewing on one side of the boning. One side, you will sew one side first of all. This is what I mean. I'm sewing on one side of my bone. I'll just go ahead and cut it out. So after cutting, I will also go ahead and sew on the other side. Hope you can see. I will also go ahead and sew on this other side of my bone like this. So after I was done, I'll just go ahead and do the same thing on this other side. Just go ahead and place my bonings like this on this other side. This is what I mean. I went ahead to do the same thing on this other side and this other side. Now I'll place my bone also horizontally to sew. the same thing we did vertically is what we are also going to repeat on this other side. So remember, you're making you're stitching on the first line of your boning, not in the middle. Don't forget. And our sewing ends half inch away before our cup. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but this is it. This is what I mean. So I'll also go over and do the same thing. So after I was done fixing it, I went ahead to do it all round. So this is what I have. Now I'm going to be sewing this one. This one, you're not going to be cutting it out like you did. You just measure all round your cup and sew it to the other side. So after I was done doing that, this is what I have. You can see how beautiful this is looking. This is what I have. So the next thing I went ahead to do was to bring my actual fabric and then place it on top of it. You can use your hot iron to do this. Place your hemming gum on top of your lining piece and then cover it to just iron. But for me, I'll just go ahead and sew mine all around. I'll just go ahead and sew it all around like this. So after sewing it all around, this is what I have. You can see our cup is almost getting ready. This is what I have. So for me, the inside is just looking somehow. I don't want to leave it like that. So I decided to cut another lining piece to use to cover it up. So this is how I'm covering my cup up, right side facing each other. So I just go ahead and top stitch, sew on the upper part of it. So after sewing, this is what I have. I'll just do a top stitch towards the lining. I do a top stitch towards the lining like this. So go ahead and do yours. Do a top stitch towards your lining. So after I was done with my top stitching, this is how my cup is looking. This is it. So the next thing I'll go ahead to do is to sew on the side. I'll go ahead to sew this side all round. This is me just arranging my cup so that I'll get it perfectly. So while sewing, go ahead and arrange it. Almost our cup is getting ready. So you can see I went ahead to trim the excess of our cup. So you can see how beautiful this is looking. Wow, trust me, if you use this to make your corsets, you will love it. So thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe to my channel.